Instead of suffering through the YouTube chat, click like and subscribe. Well, Goldberg wasn't super happy about how it all went down, and he indicated that in 2 weeks he's going to have a lot more to say.
Yeah, I wonder if he'll say it with Ariel Helwani. Ariel Helwani seemed like, what's the word? I mean, he went on Busted Open and was like, oh, I think Bill's going to go to AEW or something. You know, I don't think he expected the guy to come on and do that. But he did. I mean, like, here's, you know, like realistically, the show had to end at 10 o'clock. They didn't have, you know, it was going in. They were told the show was over at 10 o'clock. Okay. And that's where 10 o'clock fit. You know what I mean? I mean, it was like, I mean, if you watch the show, yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. It looked amateurish in that sense. The guy wins. They go right to the commercial. They come back. They get to 28 seconds, you know what I mean, of his farewell, and then they go right off the air. It looked like it was poorly timed. You know, some of it was probably that their own match went long. You know what I mean? If you ended the match 5 minutes earlier. And again, whose job was that? Did the referee not tell them to go home? Did they go long on their own? We don't know the answer. But, you know, as far as the timing itself goes, it looked terrible. Should he, you know, I mean, a lot of people, it's you know, a lot of people were mad at him for what he said, which was basically he felt that it was, you know, disrespectful. It might have been a rib by them because he was a WCW guy. It wouldn't have happened just with Cena and Undertaker. He thought the match should have been on pay-per-view. Where if it was on pay-per-view, the reality is that they have a lot more leeway with time. They put it on NBC, and they put it on NBC, to, you know, on that night for that reason. So he was a pawn in the game. And so I could see from his standpoint, if you look at it that way, it's like he thought his match should be on pay-per-view, and he was a pawn in the war against AEW. And because of that, well, he had a nice match, and the crowd was great for it, you know, as far as reacting goes. Yeah, it didn't do a great rating, but I don't even think he cares about that. But the way, you know, cutting off the retirement.
Well, you can say if they were using him as a pawn in the game, then they saw him as potentially like a big deal. They saw that as potentially a very big deal because that's why he was in that spot.
Absolutely. But it, you know, the way the execution on the television didn't look good. The one question that I have, and I don't know the answer. I mean, I know they had to go off at 10, okay, but they're also on Peacock. I don't think that there should be a reason that Peacock had to end at 10. And they could have, and they did later. They did put it up on YouTube later, but it's not the same thing. I mean, could they have gone? I mean, I don't even know if anyone thought of this. I mean, even though it took me 10 seconds to think of it. You go in there at the end of the show. You're running out of time. You see it and goes, you know, ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time. Bill Goldberg's speech is going to be on Peacock. Go to Peacock right now. Peacock numbers would probably be, you know, go up like crazy for that. People would tune in. I don't see any reason why you couldn't do it that way. I mean, it's Peacock. It doesn't, you know, you don't have to get off the air at 10 because you've got the next television show, and in the case of a lot of the markets, you know, they have, you know, local stuff, you know, local news and things like that were in that time slot. So, you know, in his, I don't know. I mean, there was a way to do it. They didn't do it. I don't know if they didn't think of it. I don't see any reason why they couldn't do it. But that's what happened. And he says, yeah, he said he's going to talk more about it. So, you know, a lot of people were mad thinking that I mean, it's a funny one. It's like they gave him, and he even sort of said this, you know, most guys don't even get 28 seconds. Most guys don't get a big retirement. But he was also a bigger star than most people. And the reason they did it was because he was a big star. It's not like they're sitting there going, oh, we are so benevolent. We're so nice. We're going to do this for Bill Goldberg. No, they did it because they thought he was going to draw a big rating. It didn't, which, you know, again, may have been the night, may have been they didn't build it up right. You know, he also thought, you know, it was rushed. By the way, this SummerSlam's rushed, you know, by putting all these shows on this weekend, and then you got SummerSlam. They really are rushing the build of SummerSlam, something fierce too. But that was the decision you make when you want to flood the market with shows. But he was put there. He was put there because they thought that he was a draw, that he was something to put, on that day, that they had a bigger attraction than AEW had with Bill Goldberg's retirement, because Bill Goldberg's a star from the glory days of wrestling when it was big and everyone knows his name. And, so it's like all these people who are going like, oh, he's, ungrateful and everything. It's like he was the attraction.
Are you one of those youngsters today who listens to Spotify? I don't even know what it is. But I do know this. All of our podcasts are available at Spotify. You can head up right now and sign up. The easiest way to do so, f4wonline.com/Spotify. And for just $9.99 per month, you can listen to 84 podcasts on any given month. 84! 2 to 3 podcasts every single day covering pro wrestling and mixed martial arts. And if you think about $9.99 per month, that's just pennies per day. So check it out today on Spotify. That's f4wonline.com/Spotify. f4wonline.com/Spotify.